Now, if you've just arrived at my channel and you're wondering what the heck Solar Solutions is, and you're considering if you want to come along this journey with me, aka subscribe and watch more, well, let's answer that question together in this video. So I want to start with this very basic premise. This morning, you woke up. Maybe you have something to do today, or maybe you're just going to binge watch all of season 1 of The Office. No matter what, the assumption here is that you had to have some shelter to get some rest, and you're going to have to eat some food to fuel your body. And if you want to get a lot of things done with your day, your body's going to have to be prepared to do work. You're gonna have to basically have shelter, feed your body food, use your body to expend the energy to do the work. I know that sounds like really basic and simple and silly, but that's kind of the premise of our whole lives. It's how do we sustain ourselves and what do we put our energy and efforts into? And this has been true of all of human history, right? I mean, Egyptians built the pyramids in the desert. Why and how? Look at these incredible skyscrapers we've built. And forget about building things. What about all these things we've created and made? These books that we've written, these paintings that we've painted. And it turns out in 2025, there are these incredible technologies that exist now to help us get things done. I mean, think about the agricultural distribution system that we have that got you food at a grocery store. Think about the electricity getting pumped into your home, which allows you to do things like use computers and heat your food without having to build a fire. We've got these small combustion engines and these gigantic engines as well. But at this particular point in human history in 2025, we have this convergence of some really interesting technologies. Number one, unlimited power from the sun, which can now be captured in solar panels. Number two, lithium battery storage. Now you can save the energy that's captured from the solar panels and use it at a later date. And now in 2025, we have these computational systems that lead to some sort of artificial intelligence. And with just some computer processing, you can now replicate some of the human processes that happen in the brain in a computer. But in order to do that, you need energy, you need electricity. You need to feed something, give it shelter, and then expend energy to get stuff done. That equation hasn't changed at all, but right now we have new solutions to that problem. And the point of this channel is to explore these converging technologies and to try and find solutions to our problems in life with them. Now, some of this would be for fun. For example, electric bikes I think are really fun. But also, I use one to take my 2 kids to school in an efficient manner. We don't have to burn any fuel. We can take shortcuts through places that cars can't go. And so an electric cargo bike, for me, is a really interesting solar solution. Another thing that I'm interested in is small boats and fishing. Now, in the past, you would have to get a combustion engine, make sure it's got oil and fuel, maintain it, drain it at the end of the season, make sure there's no gasoline, which will clog up the injectors in the carburetor. And here in 2025, we don't really have to do any of that. You can get an electric motor, store the fuel in a lithium battery, maybe even recharge it all with solar panels, and you can go out in the water and have fun with your family or just by yourself, maybe even fish and feed yourself. To me, that's a really interesting solar solution. Guys, check out this really cool kitchen vent fan. You pull it open to turn it on and turn the light off, push it closed to stop it. It runs off of electricity, which gets pumped into our homes by electric companies. But in the future, what if they don't want to give it all to us without charging us tons of money? What if they ration it because we don't have enough for some reason? Maybe we've got to use all of our electricity to run AI data centers and power a bunch of things that are important to the government or these corporations, and we don't get to use them personally for ourselves. Well, I plan to solve that problem for myself at least. All you gotta do is put a bunch of solar panels on your roof, a lithium battery bank, and invert the power for usage. That is a solar solution. And so off-grid electricity for powering homes, that's something that we're definitely gonna explore on this channel as well. I got another one for you. What if you wanna go outside and work all day in the sun? Your body's gonna get hot. You better put on sunscreen, of course. But they make these lithium-powered fans that you can actually strap on your waist. Might be a stupid idea. But what if that is a solution to a problem? Keeping your body cool, not the environment around you. What if you could air condition your body? How cool would that be? That's a solar solution that I want to explore with you as well. How about this one? They make these exoskeletons that you strap onto your waist and attach to your legs, and it helps propel your legs forward. You can use it to carry something heavy up a hill. That might be silly for you in your job. Maybe you work at a computer, but for other people, that's an interesting solar solution. And what if you can't propel your legs anymore because you're getting old? Let's explore that together. With lightweight lithium batteries, there's a bunch of weird things that we can do with electricity. Here's something that's definitely on my mind. Right now, I drive a V6 powered gas SUV. It gets about 17 miles per gallon. It's really useful if you want to take long trips. maybe go off-road with its 4-wheel drive wheels. But what if you want a vehicle that's extremely cheap, so good on fuel that you don't even have to buy any, and can be purchased for the price of an expensive golf cart? Well, you don't have to buy a Tesla to get an EV. You can buy a Nissan Leaf for almost no money. That is a solar solution that I want to explore together. And now, as a father of 2 and a husband, this one is really important to me. What happens if artificial intelligence and maybe humanoid robots sort of replaces me in the labor force? How can I position myself to not be totally broke if that happens? Remember that equation from the beginning of the video? I got up, I had some food, I used some energy to get something done. What if I can capitalize on that too? What if I can take the unlimited power from the sun, store it in lithium batteries, use that power to run GPUs for some sort of artificial intelligence, some kind of decentralized distribution of computational power? What if I could create passive income with my own resourcefulness now that will pay off in the future? For me, that might mean getting a bunch of used or recycled solar panels, creating a big solar panel bank, getting lithium batteries for storage, buying some or recycling some old GPU miners, and setting up some kind of a crazy mining rig. Money is something that's on my mind a lot. It's probably on your mind a lot too. And I really want to figure out how I can use solar power to make passive income for myself and my family. If you're interested in most of these things, any of these things, I would encourage you to subscribe. We're gonna try and learn all about this together, and I really want to hear about your ideas. I know that I can only come up with a handful of interesting ones myself, but our collective brain will come up with tons of problems that maybe we can solve together. And if you have an idea that you just are not able to execute on, maybe you don't have the money, maybe you don't have the time, let me know what it is. I will execute on it for you. I will find the money, do the thing, as long as I'm interested in it too. And so I really would love to have your input in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.